Hey, it's Joshie and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time stopping by. Today's video is a reaction to this whole sex for grades viral video that BBC Africa did exposing some lecturers in West African universities. I watched it this morning and I got really triggered when I watched it. I saw it on somebody's IG stories. I mean, it's been all over really, and I've not watched it because I just know that these kind of videos are going to trigger me, so I don't really watch them. Not like I'm being naive, like I know this stuff happens, but I just feel like I don't need to watch it. But then this morning I saw it and I was like, okay, you know what, I'm just going to watch it. And then I did, and I got triggered like I knew I was going to. Like I got so annoyed. I'm going to insert the voice note that I actually sent to the group chat immediately after I had watched it. Guys, have you seen the whole BBC Africa thing? It's so wrong. Like, it's just so wrong. It's really annoying that it's something that's going on. I'm so happy for this BBC Africa documentary that really exposes them. I'm so happy for it. It's so sad that this kind of thing's happening. It's been happening for ages and it's just taken as the norm. There's so much to be said about this. Like, I just don't understand why people think they can get away with doing this. It's something that's been happening for years. I know it's a lot more in public universities than it is in private universities. I know in private universities it doesn't happen as much. I mean, it does still happen, but not as much, because I guess there's more punishments and there's more of a heavy sanction in a private university than it is in a public university, because if it happens in private universities, there's actually someone that if it's reported, there's actually someone that can be held accountable. Like the owner of the school can be held accountable. They don't want their school's name to be defaced. They don't want their reputation to be destroyed. So there's more of a punishment or sanction on the lecturer or whoever who does this in a private university. But in a public university, who do you hold? Who are you going to tell about this? It's a government-owned thing. Are you going to go to the governor? Are you going to go to the president? Like, who are you going to go to? You get what I'm saying? That kind of thing. So it feels that it's as if the lecturers feel as if they can do and undo, and that nothing happens to them. No sanctions will be given them, and it's wrong. I'm very happy that BBC Africa did this kind of thing. I'm happy they put in the research. I'm happy that they put in the time. They put in the efforts to actually, fully disclose what happens in these schools, and to just, it's like they're giving people, young girls that this happens to, a voice, because so many times the victim is the one that's attacked when this kind of thing happens. But BBC Africa actually going and showing what happens, they're like giving a voice, so someone will see it now and not be like, oh, they're just lying, they're just making it up. Like, now that it actually happens, there's the hardcore evidence that's there, and then I hope that with this happening now, it will actually decrease the amount of times that this happens, because at least now people know there's a spotlight on you. Like, you'll fix up, you get what I'm saying? Something else that really annoys me is people coming in to belittle or water down a situation. There's this account on IG. I'm going to post a picture of what he said. Dear morally upright Nigerian lecturers, I'm speaking to those who are immune to seduction. I hereby implore you to expose any woman who tries to seduce you for marks. Let's ensure they never graduates. You know what annoys me about this? It's making what happens in schools, lecturers sexually abusing, sexually harassing girls, it's as if he's trying to make it seem small. He's like, oh, the pendulum swings both ways. This is an issue that has two sides to every coin. Okay guys, so basically I'm going to finish off this video in a vloggy style, because my camera has run out of space. And basically what I was saying before I got cut off, the lecturer is supposed to have that self-control to not succumb to the female seduction. That's number one. And number two, at the end of the day, I mean, they say they're the ones in more power to say no. Like, I'm not going to be seduced by you. I'm not going to give you a good grade for sex. They're the ones that say no to that. So how is it as grave as a lecturer not giving a student the grade they worked for just because they haven't had sex with them? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's much more serious. And even if his point is valid, the timing that he's bringing it up now to shut down this situation. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's bringing it up to like silence those who are outraged about what's happening in Nigerian universities. He's bringing it as like, oh, it's not even that deep. Like, just keep quiet about it. Like, what about when this happens? Like, don't do that. That's just the same situation. Police brutality in America. That brought about the whole hashtag Black Lives Matter. Yeah, because that's a serious thing. And then someone comes and says hashtag White Lives Matter too. The police officers are scared. Be a human being. Have empathy. See something wrong and be able to say this is wrong. Don't try and make it seem like, oh, well, that's bad, but this is also bad too. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like, it's so annoying. Recently, there was this post that apparently the lecturer in Unilag who was caught on camera, apparently he tried to commit suicide. Now that his misdeeds are out in the open, he wants to kill himself. And honestly, killing yourself is not a solution to the problem. Like, I don't even want you to kill yourself. No, I want you to face the full wrath of angry Nigerians everywhere on social media coming for you. And also, I want you to actually like get the consequences: prison, jail time, losing your job. Those are what the consequences should be. You shouldn't just kill yourself. And like, honestly, if this never came out in the open, would he be trying to kill himself? Isn't it just because now he's been publicly disgraced? Like, is it only now that you've been publicly disgraced that you know what you're doing was bad? Before, when you were doing it, you didn't feel any remorse. And you say that you're a man of God. Like, what? Imagine, as he's preparing Bible verses for Bible study, he is groping a university student. Like, it's all types of up. And it's annoying. It's annoying and it's frustrating and I'm triggered. I'm properly like really pissed off about this. And anyways, I just have to come on here and say a few things. Like, I'm just sharing my opinion and voicing my opinion because I'm allowed to have one, and you know, I have a lot to say about it. This brings me to the end of this video. I'll catch you in my next video, supposing you subscribe and stick around to watch the next video. Okay, bye.